All right, welcome to core. For this exercise, or I'm sorry, for this class, you'll need a chair. So preferably like a taller one if you have one. Otherwise, just like a regular chair. So you can go ahead and grab that. Cool.
Is the important feature of the chair having a back? I have this like step stool, but I could also run upstairs and grab a regular chair.
I think that should work. Yeah. Okay. So let's start. The question of the day that I have for you is, are there any like new hobbies or projects that you have been trying to tackle during this quarantine? Heather, let's start with you.
I wish I had a good answer to this, but no, I have not been more creative or more useful or more productive or anything like that.
That's real. I mean, I feel like it's enough to just be, and there's actually a lot in that to learn. So thank you. Scotto, what about you?
Yeah, I also haven't picked up any new hobbies or anything. Yeah, we made that like whipped coffee stuff. That felt like a project. We did it once. So if you count that, that's a project.
Whipped coffee, what is that?
It was this thing that was like all over the internet for a minute that's like instant coffee and you whip it up with sugar and hot water and it makes it all foamy and then you put it over like milk or something. It's it's like very delicious. It tastes like coffee ice cream or something. It's very fun, but it's like super caffeinated. So, but if you have instant coffee on hand, it can be like a fun treat in the morning, I suppose.
Awesome to try that. Yeah, so for me, I've been like trying to garden. There's a garden at the place that I'm renting from, and it is like completely, when I started, it was like super overtaken with raspberries and just a disaster zone. So I've like cleaned it up and things like that. And I'm gonna try and plant some plants and hopefully some of them will take off. So, yeah, so today's workout is gonna be a little bit more focused on like the slow burn, I would say. So we're gonna be doing a lot of these movements. We're gonna slow them down. Yeah, so let's get started just with a nice little like warm up. We're gonna do body deadlifts. So I'll have you come to a stand. Still figuring out all this angles and whatnot. Okay, so I'm gonna come to a standing and then get to my deadlift position. So feet are gonna be like hip width distance apart. And then I'm gonna make sure that I'm keeping my back in that nice neutral position. And I'm just going to hinge at the hips, come down to the ground until I feel a nice stretch in my hamstrings, and then push back up, squeezing my glutes at the top. So imagine that you're doing like Romanian deadlifts essentially. We're gonna go for 20 of these. Good. coming down to our ground on our mat. And we're gonna do just like a basic crunch. So a lot of times in like CrossFit, right, we're going like all the way up. We're not gonna do that this time. We're going to come down to our backs, and I want you to think about using your hands and just like gliding across your thighs. So I'm coming up, keeping my vision to the ceiling, and then coming straight back down. If you need some support for your neck, you can also put your hands behind your back. But again, the idea here is to go like nice and slow. Let's do 15, nice and slow, coming up just about halfway and then coming back down. So you should aim maybe for like 3 seconds up when you're doing these. And again, if your neck starts to hurt, you can put your hands behind your neck, give yourself some support. Cool. So once you've done your 15, we're gonna stay to the ground and we're gonna do a knee pull in. So we're gonna start with one of our knees bent and the other one straight. And then the straight knee, we're gonna bring into our chest and straight back out, hovering over the ground. So you're not bringing your leg down, you're hovering over the ground and bringing it to your chest. So we're gonna do 10 per side. When you're doing these, think about squeezing your abdominal area when you have your knee into your chest, because we really want to feel that work happening. Cool. Okay. Next one, still on the ground. We're gonna do an ankle touch. So your knees are gonna be bent. And you can use your hand again for support. We're just gonna do one ankle at a time. So I'm gonna bring my left hand over to the side and try and touch my left ankle. And again, do these nice and slowly. You should feel this more on your obliques. So I'm touching my ankle, coming back down. We're gonna do 10 per side. Awesome. So let's get into a plank position. We're gonna do a plank holds. So we're gonna do, this is gonna be kind of like a plank sandwich. So we're gonna do 30-second plank holds, and then we're gonna do an exercise in plank, and then we're gonna end it with another 30-second hold. So let's all get into plank position. So you can be on your hands or you can be on your elbows for this. And we're gonna do 30 seconds. So I'll start the clock. 30-second plank hold. Ten seconds left. So now keeping that same hold, we're gonna come up to our hands. We're gonna do knees to elbow. So I'm gonna take my left knee to my left elbow and then switch to the other side. We're gonna do a total of 20 of these. So 10 per side. Nice and slow and controlled. And then we're gonna end it with the 30-second plank hold. Nice job. Ten seconds left. And release. You can relax. Nice job. Okay. So you want your chair for this next one. We're gonna basically do like scissors, except from the chair position. So I'm gonna sit at the edge of my chair or whatever you have. And I'm just gonna start with bringing one leg up as far as I can and then switching to the other. And again, when you're doing these, you want to make sure that your abs are engaged, that you're really squeezing on the way up. Otherwise, you're not really gonna get anything from this exercise. So let's do 20 of these, so it'll be 10 per leg. Cool. Let's get back down into a plank position. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna lean to one side, hitting our hips to the mat, and then we're gonna switch to the other side. Okay, so this should really hit your obliques. Let's do 12 total, so 6 per side. And if you can't actually get to the ground, that's okay, just get as far as you can. Again, you want to go nice and slow and controlled. Cool. We're gonna do a few lower back movements. So come down to your mat. We're gonna do a one-legged glute bridge. So my knees are gonna start bent. I'm going to, you can either keep both of them bent or you can like extend one. It's probably easier if you extend one. Then I'm just gonna push up, squeezing my glutes on the way up and then back down. Let's do 8 per side. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna do that same cycle again. So come down to the ground. We're gonna start with that slow crunch. 15 slow crunches. So again, I'm following my knees up, coming back down, or I have my hands behind my head and I'm looking up towards the ceiling. Cool, and then we're gonna move to those knee-ins. So I'm gonna extend one leg, have my other one bent, bring my knee to my chest, squeezing my abs, extending that leg, but not letting it touch the ground. We do 10 per side. Cool. Let's move to that ankle touch. So I'm gonna have both of my legs bent, one hand behind my head, and then with the other, I'm gonna reach for that ankle. We're gonna do 10 per side. Cool. Plank hold is next, so let's get into our plank hold for 30 seconds. Ten seconds left. Awesome, let's come up to our hands and do our knees to elbow 10 per side. And then end with another 30 seconds in your plank. Ten seconds left. Keep it up, you're doing awesome. And rest. Whew, nice job. Okay, let's get our chair and do those chair scissors. Do 12 total, so 6 per side. And again, you really want to think about squeezing when you get to the top of these. You can also do these, if the extended leg is too hard, you can also do like knee ins for those. Okay, next we're gonna do those side to side plank rolls. So you're gonna get into your plank position and then touch your hip to one side and then the other. So we're gonna do 6 per side. Awesome. Let's come down back to our mat. We're gonna do a one-legged bridge, do 8 per side. Awesome. That is what I've got for you today. I always like to end just in like child's pose because I feel like it really helps me stretch out my abs. Feel free to stay in this pose for as long as you need to. Nice work today, everybody.